It is a real scenario that in our developing country like Bangladesh, everything is there, but we are lacking behind the technology. What is your comment regarding that?
Well, my comment is patience. Not patience in terms of the people we take care of, but patience in that things take a while to develop. It's an unfortunate reality, and Bangladesh is not unique, and even countries in this part of the world are not unique. I always tell the story that about 20 years ago, I was at a meeting when Professor Runlin Gao from China presented the first 60 cases of PCI done in his country, in all of China. And now Runlin Gao's facility, Fuwai Hospital, is the world's largest PCI facility. So everybody starts from the beginning, and eventually they catch up. The best that you can do is to be smart, to learn, to read. The internet is a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because it makes us all equal, but it's a curse because everybody now expects everything to be equal. And that, unfortunately, is not always reality. And it just takes time.
How will you evaluate the academic value of BIT?
Well, actually, it's not for me to evaluate it. It's for the attendees to evaluate it. The fact that you have so many doctors attending here, and smart doctors, means that it's important. And they pay attention. The room is full. It's not like they are socializing and having lunch. They're there paying attention. The program is excellent. It's a nice combination of live cases and not too many lectures and case presentations. People get a chance to share their cases, which is always very, very, very useful. So I think it's a good meeting. But I look at it as an outsider. I'm a guest. The value of BIT is that it's how it's perceived by the attendees. And I'm also impressed that there's tremendous cooperation here. You cooperate with people in Calcutta in a way that's not terribly common in interventional cardiology. We tend to be very competitive, and it's nice to see that people are working together and seem to be getting along.
Do you have any comment regarding the organizer of BIT, how they improve themselves?
Well, I think the things that could be improved are pretty obvious. In general, the technology is good. I think that there are some small details in terms of the presentation software. Sometimes people get up and technical, it's waiting for people to hook up their laptops. Those sorts of things just become annoying. We have a short meeting of only 2 days. That amount of time adds up, and before you know it, you've spent an hour or two. Yeah, and rather than spending all the time learning, you're waiting for somebody to hook up their PC, or you're waiting for a problem with the videos or somehow. And those sorts of things, I mean, that's a technological solution, and it's not hard.
I hope in near future BIT will overcome all these difficulties. Sir, so far we know you are working in interventional cardiology since many years. What is your inspiration behind that?
I guess it goes back to when I was a medical student. I had phenomenal teachers. They turned me on to cardiology, and I think that once I had those people as teachers, I didn't really even consider another field. I mean, I'm fortunate. 2 of the 5 founders of the American College of Cardiology were my teachers. They've obviously since passed on, but they're the ones who inspired me. Now, exactly why it sort of evolved into this, I think my career evolved as interventional cardiology involved, but I began because I had tremendous teachers.
So do you have any plan to develop the budding interventional cardiologist in developed country like Bangladesh? Do you have any plan on behalf of CRF?
People don't realize how small an organization CRF is. We have about 170 people who work there, but the number of doctors is really very few. the senior physicians involved in CRF, maybe 10 or less. And so our demands in our time are really quite great. Even this week, I have colleagues in Italy at Jim, and I'm here. And next week there's a meeting in Washington, D.C., and the week after that we have our CTO meeting. I'm thinking about June. I looked at my schedule in June. I will not be home for the entire month of June. So it's beyond our knowledge and our understanding of countries like Bangladesh to develop anything here. But we are very happy to support local organizations because we think the local organizations understand the local environment much better. We don't impose our beliefs because every country is a little different, every culture is a little different, and for us to land here and say, okay, we're now going to train cardiologists and nurses and technologists, well, that's not going to work. But if somebody says, I have a program, we need CRF to help support it intellectually, and so on, that is something that we can try to do within our the ability, because CRF not only does meetings, we have two other divisions. And the largest division in terms of manpower is a clinical trial center. We do a lot of research, both clinical trials and registries and databases. We have 15 fellows who come and just do research for a year. We also have an innovation center, a basic science facility outside of New York City. So we have many other things going on besides just educational programs. But as I said, we really enjoy working with people and collaborating with people and supporting them because at the end of the day, we have to go back home. And what we need to do is to leave behind people who can do the work in their own countries and understand their own environment.
Thank you so much, sir, giving us time from your busy schedule. Thank you again for coming to BIT 2007. Thank you.